Hi, my name's Emma Bell, and at the Inside Shift I work with people to shift their mindset so they can be calmer, happier, more fulfilled right now. At the last 5-minute shift workshop, I gave you a call to action, which was for you to identify an area where you want to grow, to identify those acts daily that are going to enable you to grow and to stick with them for 30 days. So I hope that's working out well for you. In today's shift workshop, I want to share the first foundational principle of the Inside Shift, and this is mindfulness. And when I talk about mindfulness, I mean it as the counteraction to mindlessness. Now remember, in an earlier video I shared with you the outcome of the Harvard 2010 study, which said that we spend almost half of our time, 47% of our time, lost in thought. And around about 65% of our thoughts are either negative or redundant. We're worrying about things that happened in the past, or we're fretting about what might happen in the future. That is mindlessness. Our brain has a tendency to focus on the future or the past and not on the present moment. And that has the effect that roughly 90% of the thoughts that you have today will be the same as the thoughts you have yesterday. Now, if you want to transform that and live much more consciously, then the first foundational principle of the Inside Shift, mindfulness, is what's going to get you there. So let's look at what conscious living, mindfulness, actually means. Well, it means being in the here and now. Are you watching this video while also typing on your laptop or checking your mobile phone? That's not mindfulness, that's mindlessness. We can only consciously do one thing at a time. So being in the present moment is what mindfulness is all about. And then when we're in the present moment, we're able to watch our thinking. Like the ticker tape on the bottom of a Sky TV or CNN screen, we watch the thinking that we're having, and we're able to identify what thinking repeats itself over and over again, and which thinking is actually helpful where we are right now. There's a technique that I learned from Paul Hannum, who's the author of The Wisdom of Groundhog Day, and it's called conscious clearing. And when you feel preoccupied or stressed, stop and choose to consciously clear. Now, the first step of conscious clearing is to slow right down and bring yourself back into the present moment. And then use every one of your 5 senses to sample the present moment. What can you hear? What can you taste? What can you smell? What can you see? What can you feel? And that brings you right into the present moment. And then you can become the observer of your thoughts. Alternatively, use something called a mindfulness minute. Take your phone, set the stopwatch for a minute, and take a number of deep breaths until the bell goes off on your phone. That number of breaths will be the number of breaths that you're able to take in a mindfulness minute. So when you're running around chasing your tail, you're able to take that number of breaths and just bring yourself back mindfully to the present moment. Even if you just develop a habit that every time you stop in the car at a red light, you use those 2 or 3 minutes to bring yourself back to the present moment. Notice what you see, what you hear, what you taste, what you feel. That's mindfulness. That will stop your mind spending time in the future or the past in any event, not contributing consciously and progressively to your life now. So your call to action for next time is do one of these mindfulness techniques and notice how you're able to notice your thinking and what changes occur as a result of that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Click on the share link, share it with your friends and colleagues, and I'll see you at the next 5-minute shift workshop.